What's going on, everybody? It's Warren. Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder, where we talk all things Marvel and MCU, and big happy new year to everybody. I hope everybody had a good time last night. Hope everybody was safe, and I hope everybody is ready for an awesome year filled with Marvel content. Of course, Spider-Man No Way Home is still in theaters right now. Let me know how many times you've seen it already in the comments down below. Unfortunately, I got really sick, as most of you know, and I've only seen it 4 times so far, but let me know how many times you've seen it. And this video is to talk about the future of Marvel Studios and what we can expect in 2022. Let's start off this new year by getting excited about what's to come this year and the future years down the road in the MCU. Some people are saying that Spider-Man No Way Home was the biggest that Marvel Studios can go. However, I disagree. It is my favorite MCU movie so far, but there is a lot coming. So let's talk about those projects and why we should be super excited for all of them. And in 2022, if you want to stay up to date on all things relating to the MCU, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the latest videos, and we are still going to be giving away a lot of really cool items, so stay tuned for these awesome giveaways coming up. Now, right off the bat, I gotta say that I'm actually more excited for this year than I was last year. Yes, Spider-Man No Way Home had so much hype to it, and we did get movies like Shang Chi, but overall, I think this year's going to be much better. Starting with, and we're gonna start with the movies, not shows, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Now, if you've seen the trailer, you are probably really excited about this, and you know why I and a lot of fans are really excited about this. It looks absolutely insane, but the biggest part about this movie is that anything is possible. And here are just some rumors of what could happen in the film. 1. The X-Men could show up. There are rumors that Professor X will be in the film. And 2, he's going to be a part of the Illuminati. The Illuminati is a team of basically all of the leaders of the different superhero groups in the MCU and Marvel Comics. In the comics, it consists of Professor Xavier representing the X-Men, Mr. Fantastic representing the Fantastic Four, Doctor Strange, of course, Black Bolt of the Inhumans, Namor the Submariner, and Iron Man representing the Avengers. Now, rumors that the Illuminati are going to be in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness are going pretty strong right now. So we could be looking at different variants of Iron Man. Perhaps we'll see Tom Cruise's Iron Man. We could see another Captain America. Namor the Submariner is going to be in Black Panther Wakanda Forever, so maybe he gets introduced in Multiverse of Madness. And who knows, we could see a Fantastic Four. This could be the old Fantastic Four from the Fox universe, since it's the multiverse, but a new Fantastic Four movie is coming within the next few years, so perhaps we get a little bit of a tease here. Literally anything is possible in this movie. Anybody could be introduced. Deadpool could be in this movie. Cosmic entities like Galactus could be introduced in this movie. It's going to be absolutely insane, and it looks like we're also going to be getting Strange Supreme. Not to mention, the Scarlet Witch is probably going to turn out to be kind of evil in this film. So Strange, Mordo, America Chavez, Wong, and a lot of other people might actually have to fight her. There's even a rumor that she fights Professor X and kills him. So if even part of these rumors are true, this movie is going to be absolutely insane and one of the best Marvel movies of all time. And that is only the start of 2022 for Marvel. Then we have Thor Love and Thunder. Now, everything that has been said about this movie so far, from the cast, from the director, from the actors, everybody, they have all said that this movie goes above and beyond Thor Ragnarok, and they say that this movie is crazy. We know that the Guardians of the Galaxy are going to be in this movie, at least for a part of it. Christian Bale, a phenomenal actor, the Batman in the MCU, is going to be playing the bad guy, Gore, the God Butcher. And of course, rumors that Beta Ray Bill might show up. Everyone's saying that this movie is going to be better than Thor Ragnarok, which is in my top 5 favorite MCU movies of all time. And if this is going to be better, then I'm definitely here for this. And not to mention, Chris Hemsworth looks to be in the greatest shape of his life for this movie. And that's saying something, because Chris Hemsworth is freaking jacked all the time. And then, not to mention, we have a new Thor. Jane Foster is going to be wielding Mjolnir, and she's going to be a female version of Thor. They're also going to explore the comics where she gets cancer, which is going to be probably really, really emotional. So it's not just going to be a ton of action and a ton of comedy, but it's going to be a pretty serious movie as well. But I'm really excited that they're bringing her back. And of course, to end the year, we are going to get Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever. Now, this is a little bit of a bittersweet movie, obviously, since Chadwick Boseman is no longer with us, and Marvel Studios made it very clear that they're not recasting T'Challa. However, rumors still fly that there will be a new Black Panther, perhaps by the end of this movie or down the road, but we'll have to wait and see on that. However, the biggest rumor right now is that T'Challa and Nakia had a son. This would obviously be an off-screen thing that nobody saw, but could come to light in Black Panther 2. And eventually, if this does happen, that son could go on to take on the Black Panther mantle and become the king of Wakanda. Regardless, it does look like we will be seeing a new Black Panther in some way, shape, or form. Maybe not a true Black Panther, but maybe somebody who has taken a heart-shaped herb. And perhaps the most exciting part of Black Panther 2 is that they are introducing Namor the Submariner and Atlantis. And Namor is technically a mutant. So depending on what route Marvel Studios goes with Namor, they could be introducing mutants to the MCU in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. And I'm sure that's enough to get anybody excited for Black Panther 2. And those are our movies right now. And if you ask me, that's a pretty good lineup for movies in 2022 for Marvel Studios. And we won't dive too far into 2023, but we have The Marvels / Captain Marvel 2, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, which is going to introduce Kang the Conqueror and MODOK. And then, of course, to top it all off, we're going to have the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And that only takes us till May of 2023, so there could be another movie after that that hasn't been announced yet. And those are the movies for 2022, but let's talk about the shows for 2022 because we have a lot of really cool ones, starting with, we believe, Moon Knight. It's interesting because we don't have any official dates for any of these upcoming Disney Plus shows in 2022, but we believe Moon Knight is going to be the next Disney Plus show. Moon Knight is going to be played by Oscar Isaac. He's going to play Mark Spector, who is an ex-Marine turned mercenary who has dissociative identity disorder. So we'll see him take on multiple different identities throughout the series. And to top it all off, he's been chosen by the Egyptian moon god Khonshu to become the Moon's Knight. And we've recently found out that this show is actually going to be rather dark and kind of violent, which, not to sound, completely messed up here, it actually makes me kind of excited for this. I should say more excited because I'm already really excited for this. This is probably my most anticipated Disney Plus show of 2022. I'm super excited for it, but we do have other awesome shows coming as well, like SheHulk. There's a lot to SheHulk to be excited for. One, of course, is a new Hulk. Jennifer Walters, played by Tatiana Maslany, is a lawyer who specializes in superhuman-oriented legal cases. So through this show and through her cases, we might actually get introduced to a lot of new superheroes here, because that's what she deals with. Not to mention, Mark Ruffalo is returning as the Hulk, and he is no longer Professor Hulk. When we saw him in the post-credit scene for Shang Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, spoiler warning, he was no longer Professor Hulk. He was just a human. He was Bruce Banner. So somehow he's found a way to turn it on and off again. He can be Bruce or the Hulk, but he's no longer both. So that story alone is enough to get excited about. And of course, the big rumor that Matt Murdock will be in the show, and not just for like a little cameo, but will be a consistent part of this show, which of course makes sense because he's also a lawyer and he's also Daredevil. And I know everybody is really excited to see Charlie Cox return as Daredevil. And then we have Secret Invasion, which is going to be bringing back Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury and the Skrull Talos, played by Ben Mendelsohn. Now, this show has the potential ability to simply melt our minds, as some heroes that we know and love could be revealed to have been Skrull the entire time. So if there's any show out there that we're about to get that could offer us some very big surprises, it's this show. So I'm really excited for it. And then the show that I know a lot of people are really wanting to see and anticipating, Miss Marvel. Before she joins Captain Marvel in The Marvels in 2023, of course she has her own show where she'll be introduced. She's an Inhuman in the comics, so there is a chance that Miss Marvel could introduce the Inhumans to the MCU. But even if they don't go that route, we are still getting Kamala Khan in the MCU. And rumor has it they've kind of altered her powers a little bit, making them work in a slightly different way, so I'm excited to see how they do that. And to top it all off, something that I know a lot of people are excited for, the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. Now, we can assume this will be in December, since it's a holiday special, and I know some people have kind of batted their eyes at this, stating that it's just going to be playful and funny and cheerful, which I'm sure it is going to be, but James Gunn has actually mentioned that you kind of are going to have to watch this to understand Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So yes, it's going to be fun, it's going to be funny and cheerful, but it's also going to be important. And tell us a little bit about what's happened lately with the Guardians of the Galaxy. And that's what's coming for Marvel Studios in 2022. A lot to look forward to, but let me know what you're most excited to see in the comments down below. For me, it's gotta be Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Moon Knight, and Thor Love and Thunder. But hey, let me know what you think down below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest MCU videos and news. For live updates, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.